Paradox Pokémon are some of the strangest and most powerful Pokémon ever discovered. From ancient creatures like Great Tusk to futuristic Pokémon like Iron Valiant, these Pokémon are connected to some of the biggest mysteries in the Pokémon world. But which generations do they come from? Today, we're going through every Paradox Pokémon and the generation their original Pokémon comes from. So let's start with Generation 1 and work our way up to Generation 9. First, let's explore the Paradox Pokémon connected to the Kanto region, home of Generation 1. Screamtail is an ancient Paradox Pokémon, closely related to the fairy type Jigglypuff. Iron Bundle is a futuristic Paradox Pokémon that shares a striking resemblance to the Delibird discovered in the Kanto region. Moving on to Generation 2, we find several Paradox Pokémon linked to the Johto region. Great Tusk is a powerful ancient form, displaying characteristics similar to the ground-type Pokémon Donphan. On the other hand, Iron Treads represents the futuristic Paradox version of Donphan. Iron Thorns is the futuristic Paradox counterpart to the formidable Rock and Dark type Tyranitar. Fluttermane is a mysterious, ancient Paradox Pokémon that resembles the ghost type Misdreavus. Walking Wake is a majestic, ancient Pokémon, clearly connected to the legendary Suicune. Raging Bolt is an ancient Paradox Pokémon that draws its power and appearance from Raikou. Gouging Fire is another ancient Paradox form, this one based on the legendary fire type Entei. Finally, from Generation 2, we have Sandy Shocks, an ancient Paradox form related to Magneton. Continuing our journey, we arrive at Generation 3 and the Hoenn region. Iron Hands is a futuristic Paradox Pokémon that shares the fighting spirit and bulky frame of Hariyama. Roaring Moon is a fierce, ancient Paradox Pokémon that shares a striking resemblance to the powerful dragon and flying type Salamence. Moving into Generation 4, we examine the Sinnoh region for any Paradox connections. Interestingly, there are currently no Paradox Pokémon that originate from the Sinnoh region. Now, we head over to the Unova region, which served as the setting for Generation 5. Brute Bonnet is an ancient Paradox Pokémon that draws its unique appearance from the mushroom-like Pokémon Amoonguss. Slitherwing is an ancient Paradox form that bears a resemblance to the fire and bug type Volcarona. Complementing it is Iron Moth, a futuristic Paradox Pokémon that also takes inspiration from the design of Volcarona. Iron Jugulus is a sleek, robotic, and futuristic Paradox Pokémon connected to the dark three-headed dragon, Hydreigon. Continuing our journey, we arrive at the Kalos region, home to Generation 6. Iron Valiant is a fascinating futuristic Paradox Pokémon that appears to be a fusion of the designs seen in Gallade and Gardevoir. Looking at Generation 7, we explore the islands of the Alola region. Similar to Sinnoh, there are currently no Paradox Pokémon associated with the Alola region. Finally, we reach the Galar region, the setting for Generation 8. Just like in previous regions, there are no Paradox Pokémon that originate from the Galar region. Lastly, we got the newest generation, the Paldea region. Lastly, we look at the legendary mascot Pokémon of the Paldea region. Koraidon is an ancient Paradox Pokémon that shares a clear evolutionary link to the modern Cyclizar. Similarly, Miraidon serves as the futuristic counterpart, also sharing deep ties to the dragon type Cyclizar. That wraps up our tour of every Paradox Pokémon found in the Paldea region. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. We're aiming for 1,000 subscribers, at which point we'll do a face reveal.